Okay, we are live again, and I am very excited for this next interview because this next interview, this guy's he's pretty cool. I got to watch him host a little bit, and I was very impressed with him, and his game was pretty awesome. So let's get to know him just a little bit. Hello, you can come off mute and talk to me.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Yeah. Um, as you can see, I I was actually wearing this before because I wanted to prank my friends, but I have a very interesting personality. My friends often call me Crack Mason, because I do random things, and so I was gonna prank them by I put flour under my nose.
Well, I love that.
So yeah, I'm just a very interesting person that you could say. I
So, what makes you so interesting? Like, what are you? Name some things that you've done that make you interesting.
okay, I'm obsessed with certain a certain song. It's a parody of "Just Give Me a Reason" by Pink, but
Oh,
it's a green screen edition. I am obsessed with that, and I'll often cover it all the time because it is just music to my ears. It is so amazing. It's yeah, and oh, people also say I'm white privileged too all the time. So
oh, oh, you're white privileged. I'm white privileged too, so we have something in common.
oh my gosh, we have like a connection. Yeah. um,
What does white privilege mean to you?
I don't know. I mean, um, I just think I think white privilege just means well, privilege in general means that you have like you're you have more than other people across the world. Like you have a roof over your head, you have food on the table. Some people can't say that the same about that. And I guess just being white privilege is being like even more extra privileged, like having two roofs over your head, like two stories, having more food on the table, just all stuff like that.
Basically, a king. So I'm in the presence of a king right now. Always getting royalty in this game. I'm just excited about that. Mason, your personality sparkles like a shining star in the sky. And honestly, when I was watching your finale, uh, because I was watching because I knew Mikey with an E was in your season, and he was in the finals of your season. So I got to I couldn't take my eyes off of you. I thought that you stood out more than anybody.
Really? Why?
I think it's because you just have a way of hosting, and I thought I could see it come out, and I could see that you had the passion that it takes to be a good host. And this was your first season, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your game and what was it about this season?
Well, this season it was, or I should say, the first season it was about more getting used to everything. I was trying new techniques. I was trying twists. I was trying a theme. I had like a basic a war kind of theme.
Hmm.
I got to watch people fight for each other, and I'm actually going to be having another season probably within like another. I probably have like applications come out like within this week, but then it probably won't become out until like June or like late June or mid or early July. And
Hmm.
I have some really interesting things that I want to see and tackle with. Like, okay, you're gonna hear it here first. The theme I'm thinking of is gonna be Asylum in Paris. And
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Well, I love the asylum thing. We did an asylum theme,
Wait, you
and
did?
yeah, actually Dominic was the winner of that season. Um,
Oh, cool.
yeah, it was asylum, and it was pretty insane. So
Allegedly.
I'm
Allegedly, he was winner.
Ooh. um, yeah, but I
yeah.
really want to tackle with more being like trying some other hosting strategies. Like I want to, since it's during the summer and I have school, I won't have school during the summer, so I'll be able to focus
Hmm.
more and practice more of my efforts. And I'm especially glad this season will be in the summer because I'll be able to put in my full effort too.
Hmm. That's awesome. So have you heard a lot about DSBB?
I did see a few episodes, and I
What
heard
do
a
you
lot
think?
from Michael.
Okay, what have you what have you heard? I mean, what do you think of the series?
Okay, at first when I was looking at it, I was very confused. It was the one with the three. It was with Jigsaw and then two other. Um, I don't know what
Are you
you'd call
talking
them. Two
about?
other. Am I talking
Wait,
about what?
what season was this that you watched?
I want to say it was called like Hell or something.
Oh, okay. So you watched Demonica's Inferno, which was
Wait.
Asylum, not Asylum, but
Yes.
it was Apocalypse.
Oh yes, that. And I was like looking at the blog, and I was like, yeah, there were some interesting moments I saw.
Yeah, last season was a deal with the devil. Basically, the housemates were in hell, and they uh, made deals with the devil that sometimes did not turn out in their favor. They ended up dying most of the time. In this game, we have a different way of people leaving. Uh, you can die out of the game. You can be poisoned. You can die in a game of Russian roulette. Uh, there's a lot of ways that you can leave the game. How do you feel about that? How do you feel going into the season knowing that there are unpredictable moments that will happen and your life in the game is not certain?
Well, that's kind of like a little crazy. I've never been in like a game with like deaths, and it just seems like it will be very complex and fun, and I love like solving problems and like stuff like that. So maybe I'll understand it.
Okay. Noah, do you have any questions?
I don't really know. Like I enjoy the personality. Um, not just yet. Not just yet.
You gotta have something.
I mean, the way he's speaking, it just sounds the way he's speaking, it sounds like he just pretty much knows what he's getting himself into. But you know, are you a rational player or are you an emotions player? Like, are you I'm gonna get this person out because it's better for my game, or I'm gonna get this person out, or I'm gonna save this person even though they're gonna hurt my game just because I like them? Are you rational or emotional?
I would say I'm a more of a rational player. I was in Sir Malcott's game Survivor, and I got second place, and I was runner up. And I want to say I got second place because I was such a rational player and that I took down players when they were my allies, but I just know that they had a better game than me. Like there was this girl, she was in Final Four. I'd won the Final Four immunity, and I took her out even though I said I wouldn't, because she had this amazing game, and I'd like to think I'm a rational player more than an emotional player. I don't usually play with my emotions. I think people who play with their emotions more than their brains don't really deserve to be winners, because I mean, it's a technique. It's like if you were an emotional player and you had a great connections with floaters, and you had great connections with floaters because they floated behind you, then I could see, yeah, you deserve to win that game. But if you're like a floater and you have connections with strong big allies and you just stick with them, and the one chance you have to get them out you don't, then that's not a respectable game move.
I agree. I've done that too. I've actually played with two big players I knew I had to align with. I didn't even like them, but I aligned with them because they were powerful players. And the moment that I got the opportunity, tried to take them out, and it didn't work out. But I did try to take them out because I knew that they would. It was David and Carlos, and I wanted to split them up. But so, do you feel bad about any decisions you make? Like, do you feel bad when you take people out? Do you have a heart?
Oh, In Sir Malkoth's, I did not feel bad about taking her out Final Four, but then after I got second place and didn't get her vote because she did, I guess, felt betrayed, I felt bad. I felt like, yeah, I could have kept her, but it also, like, I would like to think I would rather have made the big move that game and just lost undeservingly than win in an undeserving fashion against players who were better, who had a better game than me.
What did you think of Dominic's move in your game when he obviously blindsided Mikey?
You know, I saw it coming, and then when he said his speech, I didn't see it coming. I thought it was like, oh, I knew, because I'm a host, so I knew all the conversations that are going on. But he was thinking that to himself. I could sense in the back of his mind that he was doing that. However, when he said, like, when he was talking, he purposely misleaded everybody. He was like, you know what, Lewis, I'm gonna have to keep you. And then I was just like, oh my gosh, it was a good move.
It was very shocking.
Yeah, Mikey had played a good game.
Yeah, Mikey's great. Mikey's a good player. Okay, so I don't know. Do you have anything else you would like to add to this?
Are you confrontational? Are you the kind of person? Are you like a silent killer?
Okay.
That's a good question.
Okay, this is hard. I'd say I'm more confrontational. Like, if somebody puts me up right there, I'm gonna be like, why did you put me up? What was the point? What did I do to make you? What did I do to piss you off or something? I played two Big Brother long-term games before. The one I'm playing right now, and the first one, I was with. Do you know who DJ is?
Yes, we know. Yeah, I know who DJ is.
We were friends at day one, and then I ended up wanting him to get out a bigger target out, and I fell into this trap. Because apparently he was aligned with that big player, and so I ended up becoming a target and almost going home that week. However, I used my, as you could say, my skills of
Your
competitions.
deception.
I don't know. And I ended up staying almost getting to jury, even though this was day 2. I had became the target. I was like, I got my target out day 1. Now I need to get my target out day 2. But they were aligned, so I ended up staying like 3 more weeks, or 3 more days, whatever. But yeah, I ended up, and it was also like that game did stuff to me. Like, the people on there were not joking around. They were like they were like people who just came at you. So I've learned to like build a tough skin ever since that, and which I think will prove me good.
I think you'll need that tough skin in this game.
I think you definitely will need tough skin in this game, but it really depends on your situation. Are you the kind of person who rather make a big move yourself and get the credit for it and get blood on your hands and say, I did this, I'm not messing around? Or would you rather have someone else make the big move? And if, everyone kind of turns on that person, do you kind of just jump on that ship, or you just like abandon ship?
You know what? I would probably let somebody take the blood pre-jury, and then I just stick with them, because I feel like I'm a loyal person most of the time. The only time I get disloyal is when I'm like with people when I don't know them at all. That's what happened. I had nobody I knew in Sir Malkoth, and that's why I betrayed everybody over and over again, because I didn't have any loyalty, so I didn't know who to trust and where to go with.
And I've been in the situation where being too loyal has literally got me removed from a game. But I completely understand.
What game? My game? My game? No.
Yeah,
I didn't remove you. I did? Okay, I'm
It
sorry.
was Final Five and Asylum, and I couldn't pick between two of my alliance members
I
and
didn't
who to vote
remove you.
out.
I didn't remove you. You didn't vote.
I couldn't. They were my people. I'm sorry.
Then they voted you out. So, I mean, this game is going to be very controversial.
What do you mean controversial?
I mean, it's just we have lots of scandals in this series. I mean, it's just a controversial game. I mean, people leave. I mean, the fact that you leave in a game of Russian roulette is controversial to me. Or the winner being decided last season by a generator. That's pretty controversial, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess that is. I mean, he's like, you don't have to. I mean, you could just be loyal the entire time and just possibly get lucky at the end, or maybe you could. Yeah, I mean, if it's like luck, then that is controversial. I could say.
I doubt I'll do that again, though. To be honest,
I really hope not. I swear.
no.
I hope not.
I was watching the last night. I was watching the finale from last season, and everybody was upset. Everybody was pissed. But at the same time, it was good. I thought it was a great ending. And I think it did exactly what it was supposed to do. Supposed to shock everybody and make everybody upset. So yeah.
How does the structure of this game like work? Like, is it a final two like a normal Big Brother?
That is not revealed until like towards the end. Last season we had a final 3. The season before that we had a final 4.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's really not. Honestly, I have no idea what we're going to do this season. It could be a
How big was
a final
last season?
Well, 25 housemates, and we were done in 2 weeks.
Oh. Didn't you say before that there was like some? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No.
Didn't you say that there's like other like Big Brother players who've played this before?
Yeah, we've had Sheila and Cameron.
Cameron Hurd?
Yeah, from what season was that, Noah?
Is he? He was in the Purge, but I don't technically even consider him in this game. Show.
He got killed out way before it because like he works 12-hour shifts. So by the time the weekend came, he was already dead. They killed him.
He was dead the first night.
Yeah, he didn't make it through.
They killed him?
Well, yeah. In the game, they killed him off in the game, not in real life.
No.
No, I know people always have to always remind people.
So whenever Demonica says this, whenever someone gets eliminated or something, Demonica always says they're dead. Demonica's really not going around killing people, but some people die in her game. She just says they're dead.
But like, yeah, I understood that. But like, what do you mean by they're dead? Like,
well, their life in the game is dead. They're gone. It's like a video game. It's like a video game. You die in video games, you're gone. You're game over.
Okay.
Yeah, we just have a different way of doing things. We don't. I mean, there are evictions, but sometimes you're lucky to get an eviction. I think we had 1 or 2 people that got actually voted out last season.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it's not me. It's the housemates. The housemates are killing each other. It's not me.
Yeah, there's only 3 evictions last season.
Noah's the serial killer of my series. He's killed more people than anybody.
I am, and I'm Rush Roulette King.
Even the HOH, I would suggest that you go and look at the Asylum or the Purge, or even last season. Try to look at some of those episodes and get a feel of the game. But there's an infamous power in this series called the Head of Household Killer. And with that power, you can kill the head of household and become the HOH.
So, wouldn't you like not want to be head of household then?
No. Look, here's the thing. I'll speak from personal experience of this power. No, in a sense, it's a kill the HOH power. You are not killing somebody to become HOH. you are basically killing somebody who you think will come after you and target you. Pretty much whenever I used it, my main focus was to basically just get that person out. Becoming HOH is a plus, but it depends what part of the game you're in. If you're in the early stages, it's not bad. If you're in the later stages, it's harder because let's say your entire alliance and there's one person who's out. The one person who's out wins HOH. You kill them off, then you have to nominate 2 people from your alliance. So that's basically the rub of it. It's a double-edged sword. It's like either so it basically depends on your gameplay and what move, if a move you want to make, or it really depends on you as a person.
Like Noah didn't want to be the HOH after he killed somebody because I believe that he felt like he would be killed too. Mm-hmm. I really do believe that's why you didn't want it.
It was.
So it's like this. You're not really safe in any direction of the game. You can be taken out even if you're the head of household.
Let's say this. In Demonica's games, your social skills need to be good. Because if they're not good, that might be your demise from a power, not a vote.
But there's also powers that will protect you from any type of attacks. Like there's a new power that's called the Counter Strike, and if somebody tries to kill you, you can Counter Strike it. So there's a balance to the powers, but there's a lot of powers and there's a lot of twists. So just be prepared for a crazy, mind-blowing experience.
You will have a blast. This is a fun game, and I'm really looking forward to watching you play.
Me too. Are you scared now?
I mean, I guess a little bit.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. I mean, just you don't. And plus, those are past seasons. This is a new season. You don't know what's to come, and maybe that is scary. But just take it. It's a game, and just enjoy the ride.
Have fun with it. Have fun with it.
I have a feeling about you. I think that you're going to be fine.
You'll do great.
Okay. So, poor thing. We just scared the shit out of him.
No.
Okay, Mason. Don't get scared, okay? I want you to play.
Okay. I don't think I'll get scared that easily.
Okay, good. Okay, Mason. Is there anything you want to say in wrapping up this interview with us?
What do you mean?
To the house? Is there anything you would like to say to the housemates or to the future housemates or to?
Okay. I'm nice. Let's alliance.
Okay. Let's alliance.
You are nice, and I am so excited to see you play the new face of the season. And I can't wait.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see you play. Please stick around after I end the broadcast. I have some information for you.
Okay.
Okay, so don't leave the call just yet. I have some information. Okay. All right, guys, we are done with this interview. And we have more interviews to come tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed our interviews. We had some very fabulous housemates that you guys got to meet tonight. And stay tuned. There is more to come, and this season is going to be a wild one. See you later.